Hey, good morning, everybody. God bless you. So grateful to be here yet another day. Happy New Year. This is the first show of the new year, huh? Yes, it is. Yes, I think so. What an honor. What a privilege. So thank you, Speedy, for the opportunity. Thank you, Nick, for being here. So faithful. He's an engineer. He gets it done. He's much more than an engineer, let me tell you. It would not run without Nick. Um, but for all of you, I pray that you are safe and your families are well. There's just so many things to talk about. So well, first of all, my name is Dr. Tatanisha Timms, Dr. T for short, lovingly called and known as. Let me just tell you a few things about myself for those of you that are tuning in, because we see that we have growing membership. Okay, yay! We are happy and excited about that. And we welcome you to invite other people to join us, because we are a Black business. You know, we don't just talk about being Black and buying Black. We do Black. That's what we do over here, okay? And so you guys are welcome to join us. We have multiple shows that come on, every day of the week, right? Every day there are shows, and then we replay shows. And for the adults, you don't want to miss out on that top tier for Freaky Friday. We got some exciting things going on over here. We have sponsorship through Adam and Eve. So when you buy your naughty things, or you need lingerie, some panties, bras, or things you like to play with, go to adameve.com, and at checkout put in the code FREAKY, FREAKY, right? Now that's more for our Friday show, but you can buy it 24 hours. Some interesting things on there for males, females, couples, however you do your coupling. It's on there for you. And then we also have incredible sponsorship with BSB, Brown Sugar Bourbon, from Mr. Jamie Foxx. So we are also happy to be representing that as well. So please, if there's anyone else who wishes to sponsor what we do, let us know. We're happy to have you on board. You can run your commercial, whatever it is you like to do. So my name is Dr. Tatanisha Timms. I am a school psychologist. I am a clinical psychologist. First of all, I am a child of God. I am a woman. I am a mother. I am all of these things. I'm an auntie, a sister, a daughter, a granddaughter. I'm a lot of things, right? All things great. And I, of course, have an interest in psychology. So I am legit. I am bona fide. I don't just put doctor in front of my name like I learned Dr. Phil did, right, Nick? Nick educated me on that. I'm like, huh? He's like, no, he wasn't really a doctor. I'm like, wow.
You know, Steve Harvey's a judge now.
I saw that.
So
Is that like a real show?
I don't take none of this shit serious. I don't take the judge system serious. I don't take cops.
Wow.
None of that. It's just a title.
Well, let me tell you, just a title for them, but over 25 years of education for me, okay? And I got the credentials and paperwork to prove it and to show it.
Yeah, not like Steve Harvey.
Not like Steve Harvey. Not like Dr. Phil pretending to be something that he wasn't, and then he had to go to school because he didn't want to look like a fool, but he probably just paid National University or one of these University of Phoenix or something like that. Be legit. Damn. Put in the work. It takes work. It takes work to become an expert. And I am an expert in my field of study for what I do. All things psychology is really what I should call it, because school psychology covers the gamut for the kids. That's why if you guys have children that have IEPs or that have issues in school, let's talk about it. I can help you with that. I also do advocacy, for parents who need help. I don't always charge either. I rather help you. And if I got to charge, I don't charge the parents. I build the school system. So yeah, I'm real legit over here. And then clinical psychology, I get to work with the adult population. No caps on ages or subjects or anything like that. So you guys can call in on whatever questions you have. And today I'm going to just open it up. If you have questions, call in. Let's talk about it. It's a pretty open show. It's the first show on Rollout Digital for the year. Such an honor. That is me. Yes. So make sure that you guys share the link. Pass the word out. It's patreon.com/rollout digital live. And thank you, Marquise. I got your warm message today. Thank you. Yes, it's going to be a great show. So make sure you call in too, Marquise, if you're listening. So, Nick, how was your weekend?
It was cool. Was it a special weekend or something? Or
Every weekend is special that you wake up and open your eyeballs to me.
Did I do anything this weekend? No, I just chilled this weekend. You know, the Sabbath for me is always a good day, so we just take the day off. The dogs chill, I chill.
Yeah.
You know,
Wife chills too.
Everybody relaxing. You know, we don't do no work on Saturday, so it's all good.
So she don't make her candles on Saturdays?
We don't do nothing.
Okay, let me tell you guys about these candles, because you know how I am into essential oils, right? We're going to talk about TLC in a moment, so Miss Pam, you can go ahead and call in, homegirl. But this right here is a candle that Nick and his wife manufactured from hand. It is handmade.
No, I don't do it.
Excuse me.
She is the genius
Nick's
behind
wife.
the candle. Yeah, I don't have nothing to do with that.
Miss Jordan. She makes these candles from hand, and they last a long time. They're made with pure essential oils. They smell amazing. What I love about them is that when you burn them, and even just rubbing it.
I was going to say, show the camera the inside of that candle.
Look at that.
So if y'all see all those dents in there, that's from people using this candle as lotion.
Yes.
Basically. So you're supposed to light the candle.
Guilty.
You're supposed to, no, not just you. You're not the only one. So you're supposed to light the candle and then let the oil kind of melt down, and then you can use it on your body. But as you can see, people just dip their thumb in there.
We just dip. And this is my candle.
Right.
This is actually mine that I bought.
Right.
They're very inexpensive. And they last for weeks. I think my last one lasted like about a month and a half, and I was burning it every day.
Yeah, I think
every day.
We tracked the time. If you burn it straight through, it's 40-something hours, and nobody burns a candle straight through. So it should last you at least. Even at my house, we burn candles every day, and this lasted at least almost a month for me. So
yeah, see, mine is a little longer than a month, but maybe because I have multiple ones burning in different places of the house. But I don't even go to Bath and Body Works. My sister brought me a candle for Christmas from Bath and Body Works, but I haven't even lit it. It's still like brand new because I'm just in love with this one.
You know what really got us into doing that is you don't know what's in a lot of products. Like, that's the scary thing when you use essential oils and stuff.
Yes.
You don't know what they put in there.
You don't.
And a lot of times, not Bed and Body Works. I don't know nothing about them, but a lot of companies use different products to curb the price, you know, because it is expensive to produce those candles.
Yes, it is.
So that's why we started doing it, just to make sure we knew what was going in it, especially if you're putting it on your body, you know.
Yes.
So, you know, hopefully everybody enjoys it. I'll put the website in the chat, so hopefully everybody.
Yes. And again, we don't just talk about buying black. We really buy black. And so I think I've purchased about 5 of these. I know I bought one for Nikki Pam for her birthday.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, I bought the not the last one I bought, the one before that. I bought it for her birthday.
I got to check on her.
Oh, that's what I do.
See if she enjoyed it.
I promote. That's what we do. We've got to promote each other. Pam. Okay. So the phone lines are open, 818-914-4087 for anyone who wants to call in. And I'm going to be talking more about a company that I'm also with called Total Life Changes, or TLC. We also have essential oils, and I'm going to hook Nick and his wife up, you know, through TLC so that they get the oils at a better cost. But these oils are sourced from 5 different continents.
Oh, wow.
5 different continents. Right now I'm burning the frankincense. Good morning, caller. Thank you for calling. Who are you?
Hi, this is Pam McCray.
Hey, Pam. How are you?
I am awesome. How are y'all doing today? How are you?
I am blessed. I am blessed. Nick's over here blessed. He would say the same. Yes, ma'am. So
first and foremost, Happy New Year.
Yes, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you and to the family.
Thank you.
And
thank you.
I'm excited because I'm the first show for the new year on Rollout Digital. Hey.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you.
You know, I mean, hey, you know, I just truly believe that this is a year of access. So it looks like you've been granted access on this Monday. Right?
Yes.
Monday morning on the West Coast, where you're the first show to kick it off.
Yes. You know, I call it God's favor because I know I have favor with the Lord, and he just continues to bless me and shine up on me and the people, you know, that he brought into my life. Even back, I've been knowing you since, 2019, you and Nate. You know, even back then when my life began to change, you know, things really began to change for my motivation for myself, because I had slipped into a depression, you know, after having had been accosted twice at work that's enough to depress you. I had developed PTSD. I had let my body go, which was something I really never did. I've always been one to work out and to take care of my health and nutrition, but I found myself in a dark place. I would say a dark place of just really not caring about myself, and self-esteem was low, and just really not giving a damn. And I'm sorry, we can cuss. I know you don't cuss, but I sometimes but But I'm so glad that you called in. I know you heard me talking about essential oils over here.
I did.
And this candle here is amazing.
I was trying to figure out how to get on, and then I realized, it says call the number.
Yes, call the number. We're gonna soon have it where we can see you face to face. Our engineer is over here. He's so dynamic, so he's working on those details now, so that when guests call in, we'll be able to talk, especially with this COVID mess going on, and it doesn't seem to be subsiding, but definitely manifesting itself in different waves and things. So how are you, and what's going on with you, Miss Pam?
Wow, you know what? God is good, and life is incredible. I'm just thankful for another year, just like you mentioned. So much has happened in this world, and we're living in a different world in this day and age. But one of the things that I'm thankful for, and I just want to say to anybody that's listening, is even though, there's so many challenges that are happening day in and day out, and people are going through so many things, is to not allow your fear to overcome your faith. In this season, I just truly believe that we got to remember that it's faith over fear. And, I mentioned access granted because those are two words that God gave me for 2022, just to kind of let us know that the battle that we've gone through, because everybody has gone through something.
Yes.
The battle and the battles that we go through have truly been the setup for the breakthrough that I believe each and every one of us will have in this coming year. So I'm excited.
Yes.
I'm on a journey right now. As you're talking about My Health Matters within our company, and as I'm moving forward in that, and just really moving forward with just understanding and that I am created for greatness in my brand and everything. But we're on this 15-day challenge, and I don't know about you, Dr. T, but I ate a little bit too much over the holidays, right? I will be the first to admit. I have publicly put it all over social media. Yes, we are the home of losing weight and getting your life healthy. But Pam McCray, yes, leader of many, put on a little bit of weight over the holidays.
But you still look amazing. You look amazing.
15-day challenge.
You're 52 years old, and you don't look it. Your body is tight. Nick, I'll have to send you a picture to put up of Pam McCray. She and her husband, they are a team with TLC, and I'm a part of TLC. But why don't you go ahead and tell the listeners a bit about TLC, Miss Pam?
Yeah, absolutely. TLC, which is short for Total Life Changes, is a health and wellness company that truly is changing lives all over the entire world. We simply become a product of our products, and we promote and we help to change the lives of people. Our products flat out work. I can tell you just a little bit about what the products did for me, not just physically, but also financially, and short, sweet, and to the point. 7 years ago, I was kind of in that position, like, not quite like you shared, but I was going through something in life.
Yes.
And was really searching, trying to figure it out. Stay-at-home mom at that point in time in my life, a wife, daughter to my parents, and honestly, I didn't understand my full purpose and what God had for me to do here on this earth.
Right.
So I had put on some weight. The belly fat, how we can kind of hide it, but it's still there.
Yes.
Mine was there, and I was trying to figure it out. So I was introduced to a little pack of tea that I didn't believe would work. I started to drink this detox tea, the number one detox tea in the entire world.
Yes, ma'am.
And not only did I drink it in a season in which the job failed us, like it's failing so many people right now.
Yes.
My husband was an engineer for 25 years. We looked up, no job, no money, broke, bankrupt, repossession, lost it all, even homeless.
Yeah.
At the time of 2015. But that little pack of tea allowed me to build confidence in myself, to realize that I am created for greatness, and lose 20 pounds in 31 days, my personal story. But not only that, it allowed us to go from that position of being broke and bankrupt to me as that stay-at-home mom who didn't believe in myself, earning $250,000 in 7 months.
Yeah.
$600,000 our first year.
Yeah. Documented
millionaires in 17 months. We were just inducted into the $1 Million Hall of Fame with Eric Worre, which represents this year earning $1 million in 2020.
Congratulations.
And so I'm just excited because not only do we have products that are not just helping people to lose weight, but it is truly helping people to take back their health.
Yes.
Because it's not about being skinny. It's about being healthy.
Being healthy.
And living life to the fullest. And so we have products that flat out work.
Yes.
That are going to deliver and do exactly what they say they're going to do. So I'm just really passionate about helping to change lives. And that's what we do here at TLC.
And, you know, I'll tell you my story, too. So I met you guys in October 12th, 2019. It's like a rebirth date for me. You know, I will never forget that day because that's when I was introduced to that tea. And I wasn't really a believer, but I drank it and it didn't have a taste to it. So I'm like, well, hell, if I could lose 5 pounds, I'll give it a go. You know, I'll give it a try or whatever. And again, like I said, I was in a sunken place, you know, where I was pretty much just giving up on a lot of things, you know, like feeling like I had no hope. You know, people look at me, they're like, oh, you're so positive. You would never know you go through things, you know. So I do thank God that I don't look like the things I've been through. But those who know me know that for sure. I have gone through a fair share in my 48 years of living, you know. And it's been a blessing. So once I never will forget, Coach Nate was passing around the tea. And then he asked if anybody had any pain that they could get to. And I'm like, me, because I could not lift my left arm without a lot of pain. It's purple now, Nick. And lifting that arm, I put that MU oil on there, that infinity oil on my arm, and I was able to lift my arm immediately. And my mother swears by it for her arthritis. She stopped taking arthritis medication. So I'm like, okay. You know, and just the stories and things I can tell you. And even before I decided to be a distributor, just talking to one of my girlfriends, from the time it took me to get from the office in Monterey Park, okay, to get home, it took about 25 minutes. I had sold 3 products that I had bought for myself.
I remember.
Yes.
I remember.
Yes.
You said you're not supposed to sell the products that you're supposed to use.
And that's why I had to go back the next day and re-up for myself. And I remember when I went there, I didn't have any money. I was like, I ain't taking no money, because I remember Cheryl was like, girl, come with me to a tea party. I'm like, she going to try to get me to buy something. I'm going to take $60, right? But girl, before I knew it, I was scraping up credit cards. But it was like one of the best things that I had ever done for myself, because in that instant, I was able to change my health. I was able to regain the energy that I lost. I was able to refocus, because I've always been a very focused person, but I lost it. You know, sometimes you just go through stuff. It's just, you know, it's life. And I call it life on life's terms. You know, there's no book that we can write. And if we wrote the book, it's going to deviate. And you got to be able to adjust to the changes as they come. But when your head is not in the game, you know, that's pretty difficult to do. And so that's what happened to me. But in that moment, you know, in that moment of feeling my arm go up, it had not been up in I don't know how long. I was sold. I was sold right then and there. And of course, I sold my products, but I had to go back to the TLC office the next day, and it was just like a no-brainer. It was like a no-brainer. And the money that I've made at TLC and the money that continues to roll in, even though you don't see me on Facebook that more with it, I'm going to start back up. It's just that God has been transitioning some things for me for the better, And so I've had to refocus on other things, but I've never stopped being a distributor for TLC. And every month I'm collecting something residually in my bank account.
And that's the beautiful thing about what we do, because it truly is something in which, because it's your own, you can kind of use it as a vehicle to be able to fuel all of the other things that you're truly passionate about, and it allows you to be able to create extra in order to open up more doors. And that's one of the greatest things, because TLC has been a foundation, for us to be able to do so many other things that we've always seemed to be able to do. But on top, I think the greatest of it all is just hearing the stories, whereas the stories and the testimonies vary, and it happen for, different people.
Yes.
And of course, we can't, I just want to put this out there. We don't make any our products just flat out, our products that people take. And so they vary. What happens with people varies from person to person, but so therefore we're not saying that they do anything, but I can tell you that they're healthy.
They are.
That's the greatest thing about, to see people, excited about their health, to see people excited about getting up and moving their body every day, because it's helping our overall heart health. To see people just truly realize that, in life we need to be proactive towards our health instead of reactive.
Right.
And, it's our people, which is great.
Yes.
Because, honestly, in TLC we pretty much dominate. And it's a beautiful thing.
We dominate. We dominate. For anybody listening, let me tell you, we dominate. Let me tell you, when COVID first kicked in, we never saw a quarter so great, because people were beginning to realize just how powerful these products were, right? I had several people that were hit with that I gave a regimen to, that were able to clear up those conditions, that were able to regain their taste and their smell in a matter of like 4 days. I put them on that chaga and that gano because I did some research, and I began to understand the power of certain mushrooms and how they work in our bodies. And look what I got right here sticking out my purse. My complex, honey. I don't leave without it.
Let me tell you, not a day goes by without complex.
Let me tell you, in fighting this devil disease on this earth, I'll say it that way, this right here, praise God, has been one of my saving graces, because it contains colostrum. And colostrum peptides are what mothers give off to babies when they're first born. When we deliver, and we have that thick, clear substance come out the breast, comes out right before the breast milk. And that is the best thing that you can give anybody for immunity. And so this right here is something that I take 3 a day. And this bottle is a 2-month supply. And I'm like, you just can't go wrong with it, And so between that and detoxing with the teas and the coffee, it's just amazing. The products are amazing, and what they do for the body. It helped that Chewy and Chaga helped my mom get her sight back. My mom was going blind, and this is the truth. It helped my dad. He had some issues going on, and I'll just say his PSA was like over 1,400, if you guys know what a PSA is and what that talks about and measures. And then by the time I put my dad on a regimen of the NutriBurst, I put him on that Chaga and Gano, and in 6 weeks' time, his PSA dropped from over 1,400 to a 9. And then in about 3 months later, it went down to a 7.5. Last check, it was a 6. So he's continuously improving. The body is able to repair itself if we take care of it, if we give it the things that it needs to thrive. And that's what it's about. It's about thriving. It's about, don't buy your products from the 99-cent store. You buy 99-cent products, they're going to work like 99-cent products.
Absolutely.
In your body. So that's why I don't even engage.
I mean, it's so powerful, because I know that you have studied, the products in depth, and you bring that value to our team. Whenever we know we need to understand something about one of the ingredients or what have you, we know that you pretty much put us on point about that. And but we have so many different products to where we can probably talk all night and all day about the benefits of them. But I know how they have not just changed my life, but they've benefited my whole entire family's life. It's down to that powerful NutriBurst liquid vitamin that our kids love to take, and just giving them everything that it needs. So I mean, it's just strong that what we have over here when it comes time to the product. I do want to share to any ladies that's listening, because we got the detox teas, we have the NutriBurst that's gonna be like eating 10 salads with 1 tablespoon. But to the ladies, there may be somebody out there that's going through hot flashes,
them changes,
and all
them
of that.
changes, they coming. Get ready.
And I have to. This is my personal testimony. I do want to share this. Always I like to say that, because we don't claim to cure or mitigate anything. But one of the things, I can remember being like 48 years old, and all of a sudden these hot flashes just started coming out of nowhere. And I was like, what is going on? And I couldn't get in front of a computer, which is what I do for a living, and stand in front of a room without sweating. And the night flashes, and I would be like, Nate, don't even touch me, like for real, don't even come my way, because I was just hot.
Yes.
And so I remember being introduced to this product that we have called Blossomate.
Yes.
And it was when it was coming out. They gave all of the leaders this to try. It's called Product X. And so I remember taking this product for like 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden I looked up and I'm like, is it my imagination? Like, I have not had a hot flash. And I thought it was a joke, because I like to, one of the things that I used to be shy and afraid. So I don't consider myself to be a salesperson. Things got to work, and I can just show you that it works. Right. And so, so anyway, I put it to the test, and I stopped taking that Blossomate. And for about a week, and when I did, started coming back. So I was like, wait a minute, no, don't let this run out. And shortly after that, they released the product. I finished that bottle. They released the product, and I tell you, it changed my entire life.
Yes.
No more hot flashes. That was when I was like, what? I don't know. I think that product has been out maybe about 2 years ago. And,
it's been around since I came. Yeah.
My life.
Yes.
This and that. And one of the things that I can say is that it truly balanced my hormones, because I still have it as a part, because we take so many products. I still have it as a part of my regimen, and I don't have to take it every day.
No, you don't. It's amazing.
I don't have to take it every day anymore.
You know why?
It has balanced me out.
Yes, it balances you. It creates that pH balance that we need as women. And women think that I try to be funny, because you know me, I'm very blunt. I don't really watch my words. I just kind of say what the hell comes out. But it's like this. I tell people, if you are having pre, post, perimenopausal, if you think you're going through the change, if you think you're having hot flashes, if you feel like you want to just strangle somebody out the blue, they haven't even done a damn thing to you, but your body is just like in this internal and incredible heat. And the best way, and the only way I've been able to describe it, Pam, is it feels like somebody is setting your body on fire from your feet, your feet and your head.
Not a good feeling.
And all at one time. Because what happened for me, I was having a procedure done like many black women do. And gosh, I wish I had known about TLC before I did, because it probably would have changed the trajectory of some decisions I had to make for myself and for my health, right?
Right.
Can't go back and undo it, so I don't cry over spilled milk. However, man, oh man, the medications that I was on, it set my body in menopause. And the doctor told me, she was like, okay, you might want to go home and have a conversation with your son and your boyfriend and let them know. And so I did. And I was like, I don't know what's going to happen, but if I say get back, just get back, you know?
Oh, my God.
And I can remember wanting to strangle my boyfriend. I remember that, because it's like you're talking to me, but right now my body is going through something, and I think the scariest thing is you can't explain it. Like, I would sleep in the bed. I would sleep next to the window, so my window was open. My ceiling fan was on. I would have.
Did you hang your feet out?
Girl, half my body was hanging out from under the cover, and the heater was on, because you cannot regulate your temperature when you're having a damn hot flash. You just cannot.
Right.
There's nothing you can do but go through it. And so when I got to reading about Blossomé, and I used that Blossomé, it didn't even take 2 days before I stopped having hot flashes. I no longer wanted to kill nobody. And then I try to tell women, because what happens when your pH balance is off, you can create an odor, a funk, a fish smell in your body, okay? So start smelling yourself. See what you're smelling like, because my mother always taught us, especially because it's like 5 girls, my mother always said, you're always the last one to smell yourself. So you've got to do your due diligence, ladies. Or if someone says to you, good morning, babies, or if someone says to you, you smell like something, don't get offended. It's probably because your pH balance is off. Blossomé is going to help you to get it together. So if you smell like fish, you got bad breath, your attitude is bad, your man ain't feeling you right now, or your woman, whatever you do, that's your business. But whatever it is, you want to start checking yourself and check your hormones, because they're probably off. And a simple 3 capsules a day can change that. Now, I didn't have no body odor and all that. Girl, yes. Look, my sister said, Mama did say that. Yeah, our mother told us you are the last one to smell yourself. So you've got to do your due diligence, okay? Your deodorants ain't working no more. Your balance is off. Don't be embarrassed, but change it, because don't nobody want to smell you. All right, you got halitosis, but you never had it before. What happens as we get older, our bodies begin to change. And so we've got to accept, what did I say in the beginning, that things change, and we've got to be able to make the adjustments accordingly, because if not, we're going to be asked out.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. So anytime you can add some supplements to help you bring about, whether it's balance in your body, or just to enhance your health, or to be proactive towards your health, because sometimes people, you may be in a position like, I don't battle, thank God, I don't battle any health issues in my body.
Praise God.
At 52, I feel amazing, thank God.
And you look amazing. We have a picture of you up on our screen. We have a picture of you up on our YouTube channel, so that people can see that is Pam and Nate. That is Pam and her husband. She's 52. And how old is Nate? 53?
Yeah, he's 53. 53. He's the old one.
They've been married.
He's exactly 9 months older than me.
That's funny.
I call him the old one.
And you guys have been married how long?
We've been married 32, almost 33 years.
And they have 4 incredible children and 1 dynamic grandson and 2 amazing dogs.
Yes, we
Paris
do.
And Maximus. Yes. See, I know the whole family.
Absolutely.
But what's incredible, too, about the products is that, like you said, I'm not no sales person, but what happened when I began to get back to myself after meeting you guys on October 12th of 2019, once I began to get back to myself, I began to get closer to God, and I began, not that I was ever far away, always been a believer, always been a Christian, always been a prayer. And I know, after have survived ovarian cancer, I know what God can do. After having survived some other things just before that cancer, I know what God can do. So that's why I speak with such conviction. But what I had to understand, and I heard you and Nate say this, that you got to find out what your purpose is. What is your purpose in life? And I discovered, after praying intensely about it and listening for the answer carefully in silence, because I believe that's when I hear God, is when I'm silent, when it's quiet, and all the answers come to me, right? And I discovered that my purpose was in educating other people. Now, I was already educating as a school psychologist and then as a clinical psychologist, but never really telling my story. I have a story. I'm a living testimony to God's miracles and greatness. So that is something to tell other people about. It's something to give people hope about. And so just talking about the products and what they did for my body, I remember we did that contest, and in 2 weeks, I dropped 23 pounds. Like that.
I know, right?
Like that. Just by being consistent with the products and by walking. I didn't do any running. I was just walking and going live in my living room and telling people, hey, move your body, walk a little bit. If you just do a little bit, it's going to make a great difference. And before I knew it, I was down 23 pounds in 2 weeks. And I think I won second place.
It's amazing what you can do when you focus and you put your mind to it.
Yes.
And, and that's really all that we're doing over here. The products are enhancing us. But people really have to understand, when it comes time to your health, just like you just shared, you just got to move. You got to make sure that you are moving your body every single day. Sometimes people think, and they may even look, because, we work out a lot. We created a whole, due to what was happening in the world and everything, and shutting down, we created a whole little gym right here in the house. We said to get the former living room and turned it into a gym with all these different pieces of equipment.
Yes.
And so, so I do enjoy now. I didn't always. I enjoy working out, pretty much at least 5 times a week, which is challenges, an everyday situation.
Right.
Recommitting and everything. But you just got to make a decision that you're going to get up and move. And it's so unfortunate that, so many people, we're at the top of the year. And so many people set goals.
Yes.
Set what the world likes to call New Year's resolutions. I don't really believe in New Year's resolutions because you just need to find a solution and stop doing it all over every year.
Right.
The same thing over and over and over again. That's the problem. We put in front of it, and so you start to do it over and over again. You never accomplish anything.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but it truly is just a matter of making up your mind, and if you struggle with it, then find some people that you can be accountable to. That's what I love about TLC, because we're a community and a family in which we hold each other accountable, and we do it together. We represent to the world the health aspect of everything, because we say your health is your greatest wealth, and it can sound cliche-ish, but it is. So when you really believe and you know that health is everything, and you really understand that it all starts in the mind. It's a mental aspect. You got to change your mindset. When you change the way you look at things, the things around you begin to change.
Absolutely.
It starts in your mind, but it truly is. Your mind is now going to direct your body, and and everything's going to come together. And so I just believe that in this season, just like you was talking about purpose, a lot of times people don't really understand their purpose.
Yes.
And you mentioned getting quiet, and it's so important to get quiet in this season and listen. A lot of times we can go into prayer and we could talk, but what about listening?
Right.
And it wasn't until I learned how to listen, just be quiet, just listen, to where I fully began to discover my full purpose.
Right.
Because I didn't know it all. I thought outside of being a wife and a mother and a daughter, I was lost. I just knew that I had some gifts and talents, but I felt like they didn't really exist.
Right.
So it wasn't until I got quiet and I really began to discover who I am, I am, and the power that I have within.
Yes.
That God really began to move in my life,
Absolutely.
And I said all that because somebody's going to listen to this, and they may be feeling like I was feeling 7 years ago, where I wanted more in life, but I just didn't know how to go about doing it. Right. Everything that I do today, I give God all the glory for. Amen. Because I couldn't do any of the things that I do today without stuttering, without being afraid, without allowing people to stop me. The no's, I wanted everybody to support me until I realized that the very ones that the closest ones to you would be the ones who never
support you, girl.
And it's okay. It's okay, because that's not the ones that I'm supposed to impact and help to change. I just have to love you from afar and do what I got to do in this season. Yeah. So I didn't learn all that.
Right.
So, to that person out there, I just got to let you know. Because I believe Dr. T. I just recently launched my first book, right?
Yes, you did. Please tell us the title of the book and let them know where they can find the book. And I got to have you on the show in person the next time you're in LA.
I know, absolutely, definitely, and I got to send you a copy of it. But the name of the book is Greatness Lies Within.
And it does.
And it truly is. It's a book. I just had to do something because it's something that was laid on my heart for a long time, and I kept making excuses. That's something that you could always do. You can kind of procrastinate with shifting and doing things that God is telling you to do. And and He gave me 10 steps that when I promise you, this is something that I challenged myself to do. Like I self-published it, I wrote it, I did everything that could be done for this, needed to be done for this book. I did myself. I could have hired somebody easily to do it, but I wanted to challenge myself.
And the cover is absolutely beautiful.
Write books and they just go to a website and buy the copies. No, from my heart, and it literally was written in my phone as God would wake me up, drop things on my heart, and I talk about, activating the greatness within in order to truly activate your life, where it all begins with, believing in yourself. And then it goes into, vision and just understanding that you got to create the environment that you want and how words have creative power.
Yes.
So it's 10 quick steps, not even a long read. But with that, I also created like a free guide. So when people go to my website and buy the book, which is like $15,
oh, that's nothing.
They'll get a free guide. It's on purpose. And I share, 3 steps that really help me to discover my purpose. And it's a quick guide, a little download that people would get for free. But they can find that at none other than Pam McCray, www.pammccray.com. And that's PAMMCCRAY.com. So
that's how they can order your book?
The direction. God has more for me to do in this world, and I realize that. So it's time out for putting those things on the back burner. I love what I do with TLC, but so many other things are opening in avenues and doors, and so it's time to walk through these doors in 2022.
And I'll tell you, TLC really touched me with respect to being able to set things up the way that I need to work. With COVID going around and with me already having an impaired health system, I have to begin to think outside the box, to create the avenues still to make the money, actually more money, but to work smarter and not harder. But so when it comes to my health, I was working in a situation where I wasn't getting any ventilation. And so it affected my respiratory system very negatively. And so then, I just thank God that I had already had the experience with TLC to begin to think in terms of creating for me what works for me. How can I work and still keep my health as number one priority? Because you see, you can die at the job. They don't give a damn. They're going to just replace you the next day or the same day. So you got to think about your health. But I do want to say that the cover of your book is absolutely beautiful. I love the butterflies. I believe in butterflies. I believe in the freedoms that God gives us to metamorph and to change from I guess you would say is metaphorically a little bug into this creature that is just able to soar above the earth, because there are no limits. The only limits we have are the ones that we place upon ourselves, because I don't remember. And Nick, my engineer, he's so darn smart, y'all. He's so smart I can't stand him sometimes. But he could tell me, I don't believe there ever being anything in the Bible where God said that we were limited or we can only do this or only do that. But so many times we live our lives inside of a proverbial box that we're used to, or like Nick and I talk all the time, something that we were taught, whether it's right or wrong, we just do it out of practice because that's the way we were taught. But your book, Greatness Lies Within, you guys, that is something that is going to help you to tap into what your own greatness is, what your purpose is, because God has given each and every one of us a purpose, whether you know it or not. And when you can live in your purpose, you are now walking in your truth. And it frees you. It allows you to be you. It allows you to soar, which is why I love the butterflies. I just, I'm like, oh, butterflies? Oh, yes. That's me. So much that I have them permanently etched to my body as a reminder that I have no limitations. I'm able to soar as far as I want to. I can go in this direction today and that direction tomorrow. as long as I'm moving. And then she's also giving you guys 10 quick steps that are going to help you to tap into your purpose so that you too can begin to live a life of freedom. Now, I have not hit the 7-figure mark yet, Pam, but it's coming because God just has so many incredible things that are happening for me and to me at the same time. I mean, it's just too much to even tell, but it's just about stepping into your greatness and recognizing it and giving it the power that it deserves, giving it the essence and the beauty that God intended. And so then you also have a free guide on her site, www. Nick told me don't say www. Just say.
No, I'm sorry, Nick.
PamMcCray.com. Make sure you get the book from there so that you can get the free guide on purpose. And that's going to help each and every one of us to look at our purpose. And sometimes you think you're living your purpose and living your truth, and you're not. And the reason you know you're not is because you're still dealing with stress. And so, because I have a lot of viewers that look like you and I always talk about stress and the importance of not dealing with stress, but really getting rid of toxic things by using the T's. You know, you can get rid of toxic foods and water and air that we breathe, right? But also you can get rid of toxicity when you get rid of people who are toxic in your world, who mean you no good, who are selfish and only there for self-gain, or because of what they look like when they're on your arm, or because of, well, that's my wife and she's affiliated with, or that's my husband and he's affiliated with, has nothing to do with the individual. Okay? So these are some of the things that cause stress, and living in this time of COVID, dealing with our children, trying to keep them safe. You know, your baby is way in Alabama and Atlanta, and I got one that just went to France. So,
I know, right? No,
yes,
definitely. You know, that's just what it's all about. It's
yes.
Just, keeping everybody safe, and I mean, you said a whole lot, and just understanding that, when you talk about stress, a lot of times, we don't realize just how much that truly affects our health. And, one of the things you touched on is letting go of toxic things in our lives. And some of them can be easy to let go.
Yes.
Some of them are a little harder to let go, especially when you talk about people. I think that we've all been through something. Sorry, Maximus and Paris have issues right now.
And Maximus is a big dog.
Which, we've had to let go of people.
Yes,
and,
you do.
And I would say that was one of the hardest things.
Not for me.
That I had to do in life with certain situations, certain connections, certain relationships.
Yes.
But you got to do it. You got to listen to what God is telling you to do, because He won't steer you wrong.
No, He won't.
But I could tell you that throughout doing it, elevation just began to happen.
Yes.
So I'm a firm believer, if it's not moving you forward, allowing you to get closer to God, and it's holding you back, matter of fact,
yes.
I put in the 15-day challenge, we have some smaller groups within the team, and in which we're holding a group of individuals accountable to achieving their goals. And one of the things that I said for day 3 is you got to take the time to write down the things that are holding you back.
And that's powerful.
That are keeping you in the position where you don't want to be.
Right.
And today's 2 words: let go, release them.
I love that.
Throw them in the trash.
I love that,
because that is the only way that we are going to move forward. And because we all were designed, if you talked about the butterfly, we all were designed to fly and to be beautiful, like the butterfly.
Yes.
I have it tatted on me too. I had my tat for a long time. And once I realized that I was created for greatness, I had created for greatness, because I didn't know. I just had the butterfly. I didn't even know why I got the butterfly.
Right.
But once I realized I was created for greatness, I got that tatted around my butterfly. But I think in life what ends up happening, like for me, and I'm sure for you, what the butterfly represents is process.
Yes.
It represents the process that each and every one of us have to go through in life, because we were all designed to be a butterfly. We all have what's inside of us to become this beautiful butterfly.
Yes.
But what ends up happening is people lose sight of the vision in the process.
And they become complacent.
It's the very piece that we have to have in life in order to become who we were created to be. We can't skip the process. So therefore, because we cannot skip the process, we have to learn how to embrace it, and we have to learn how to enjoy the journey. So,
absolutely.
That's the butterfly. So when you do that, you'll eliminate the stress in your life.
Absolutely. One thing my ex-husband used to say that I agree with, only one thing, y'all, ain't that sad? He used to say, you can't jump life. Now, he used to play chess, and I guess that was metaphoric for him, being a chess player. You can't jump life. You know, there's just some things you have to go through, but everything doesn't have to be as hard as we make it. You know, and that's the beauty of it all. So when you begin to know who you are and whose you are, I heard you say that, you know, I say that all the time, who you are and whose you are. When you begin to know that, and you begin to tap into God on a higher spirituality, that level is just higher than what it is now, you are going to discover a brand new you. Now, you're not a brand new person, but you're tapping into some things that you never even knew were there before, because they're just that powerful. And they're going to move you and motivate you and get you to step into your greatness, so that you too, whether you have butterflies tatted on you or not, you're going to understand that you too are created for greatness. You just are.
Absolutely.
Because we come from one who is great. No less than great. Now, we're not perfect. No, if we were perfect, we would all be great. But we have a task on us. We have a task, and that task is to begin to tap into your greatness, understand your purpose, so that you will begin to fly and to flourish and to soar. And nobody can stop you, because nobody can stop the plans that God has before you. And that's just
you know what? You need to say that again.
Nobody can stop you, and nobody can stop the plans that God has laid before you. It is up to you, to me, as individuals, to tap into it. And don't miss the opportunity. Don't skip the season. Sometimes we skip the whole season. You know, we look at seasons as summer, winter, fall, and spring, right? Did I say all four of them? No.
That's fall. Yeah, you got them.
But what I want people to understand, seasons are also times in our lives when God gives us a little bit more, all right? And then what do we do with the little bit more? Do we sit on it? Do we waste it? Or do we begin to tap into it and build that thing out? And what I found is that when I tap into it and begin to build that thing out, now I have greater exposure. I have greater opportunities. You know, I've picked up other positions just because of the way I talk. Somebody's like, oh my God, I love the way you talk. I love the way you negotiate. I need you to be this for me. Just that simple. Because God gives us favor.
Absolutely.
And recognize him in everything that we do, because it don't fall from the sky. It's not through osmosis. It's not permeated in. It's because God loves us so much and so freely. And we are allowed to love freely. We don't have to be hell-bent or in situations, because like we were saying before, Pam, that stress kills us faster than anything as Black people. Stress kills us.
It does.
It kills us. Sometimes we have so much bogged on our hearts and on our mind, we don't even realize that we're stressed. That's why you've got to eliminate unnecessary things. And as you said, unnecessary people. There's nothing wrong with eliminating people from your life that serve you no purpose.
Absolutely.
Anything that is not propelling you is keeping you stagnated and or pulling you down. Okay? I refuse to be stagnated and or pulled down, because I've done too much flying and soaring. And so, you know, that's really what it's about. And anybody out there that's looking for extra income, we started off talking about Total Life Changes TLC. Guess what? You can join. Is it still $49 to join, Pam?
It is $50 for that business kit.
You get a whole business kit,
home-based business
plan,
and you just need a product. Like
pamphlets,
because obviously we have kits. You literally can start a business for under $200, but you know what? You could actually do it for even less than that. You know,
like
because
110.
I remember you may be like we were 7 years ago. Somebody, whoever's listening, where you just don't have it, and you could just grab a hold of one product, the tea. So for about $100, you can actually start you a home-based business. There's a couple different ways that you could do it. There's 2 different options to actually get started and have something that you can, number one, change your health with.
Right.
And number 2, be able to help to change the others, because I truly believe life and our purpose is about impacting, and it's not about us. It's about how many lives we impact and change along the way. So I love what you're doing here, which is, having conversations and just really educating the world and just talking to the world about different topics, because you're giving value to your audience.
Yes.
And
that's my purpose. I live my truth every day.
Yeah. So, you'll have something that you can build upon, because so many people in this day and age, you just cannot be dependent upon one form of income.
You can't.
And I believe that the world has truly realized that as far as what has happened, how so many people lost their jobs, their hours were cut, and, so many businesses went out of business and things of that nature. That just lets you know that it's all about multiple streams. So TLC is another stream that you can add to the table. We get paid every day. I love that daily pay.
Daily pay.
I love the weekly even more.
I know you do, girl.
Daily pay. Huh?
I know you love those Thursdays.
I know, right? I love those Thursdays, but the daily pay is good, because that daily pay speaks to the person who needs some money tomorrow. Like, you can say yes today and get paid tomorrow.
And you know what I like? You know what I like? When I used to do driving for Lyft and Uber, I think Lyft started it first. It was like whenever you have $50 in your bank, you could cash it out, like right then and there. So if you needed gas for Lyft, or you needed some groceries, or Elijah needed some extra money for a school trip or whatever, I'm like, let me go drive for about an hour or two, however long, and get that money. And that's pretty much how the daily pay works at TLC. You sell something, and in within 24 hours, because I've had it hit my account within 15 hours, but within 24 hours, you're going to get a payment to whatever account you link to get paid in. Just that simple.
Yes, it's just that simple, and that's powerful, because a lot of people are in that position right now, especially after the holidays.
Yes.
They've overspent, because that used to be us. I'm just talking from the place where I came from. So I know what it was like around the holiday season time, where we just wanted to see smiles on our kids' face and family, and we would go into debt, rob Peter to pay Paul. That's what we did every single year.
I don't do that no more. I learned.
We found ourselves in a position, and I know what it's like to be out there and to be looking for that income to come in the house, because prior to TLC, as a stay-at-home mom, I just wasn't sitting at home. I was trying a whole bunch of different businesses, but I had to master eBay back in the day. I remember I remember when, we didn't know where dinner was coming from, and my husband was making 6 figures a year, and we still was broke. Okay, living paycheck to paycheck, below the paycheck. And but I remember us not knowing where the dinner was coming from or nothing. And I would get on eBay, I would run a 24-hour sale, and don't worry about it, we had dinner that night. So I know what it's like. I know what it's like to have $1 in the bank and to go to the gas tank on a Wednesday, knowing that it only takes $1 to be able to fill up that tank, as long as you can run that thing as credit, knowing that your paycheck gonna hit on that Friday before the NSFC. That was the game that we ran.
Right.
So we mastered being broke, and I just believe in this season that everybody stop mastering being broke. Instead, master how to create you some freedom, how to build something for your family, and how to begin to leave a legacy behind. And that's what I love about what we do here at TLC, because it is truly allowing that also.
Well, I remember listening to... No, I said I remember listening to Warren Buffett, and I remember hearing him say that many multiple millionaires, they don't have just one source of income. They have at least 7 streams coming in.
You have to.
And if COVID didn't teach anything else, you don't know if you have a job to go to. You don't know if you're going to be able to step outside that door because you're going to get sick. You don't know. And so that's one of the things I appreciate from TLC, because the customers that I already have, just by telling my story and sharing my story, they were able to go in and reorder their coffee. My sister's like, the coffee is everything. They were able to order that coffee and continue to lose weight and burn calories. They were able to get their tea and their NutriBurst. They didn't have to come through me for CMOS. They were able to go and order it. And every time they ordered it, I got a commission. And it was just absolutely amazing.
Ship it out. We don't even have to touch the product. And
it's
so
drop
true.
ship.
Yeah. When you were just mentioning with you just can't be dependent upon that job. I mean,
no.
I can't even remember the company right now, but I mean, just imagine that one company. It was out there, because I don't watch TV. That's one of the things that I cut out probably 12 years ago, in order to elevate my mind. So I replaced television with books and audios and things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
I only will watch my son. What time, Chris? My son on basketball, and I love football, so I do things like that.
Right.
But one of the things that I can say, where was I going with that? I forgot where I was going with that. Oh, they went on a Zoom and fired like 900 people. Like, how do you do that? You just go on a Zoom and say, boom, that's it, you done. Adios.
Are you
so
serious?
It's craziness that's happening in this world. So you got to think ahead. And in this season, you got to get ahead of the game and realize and pay attention to the shift that's happening in this world. That's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah.
Think about what's really going on as far as technology, and the digital world and everything that's happening out there. Like, that's a whole nother conversation. But you gotta get ahead of what's happening so that you don't be the one running behind or left behind and ran over.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm gonna bring Nick in on this conversation, because we oftentimes talk about Facebook, because we know we're all over Facebook and Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
But now Facebook is moving to this meta world. Do you know?
Right.
What do you think about that? I'm gonna have Nick chime in, because he knows way more than me. I refuse to learn it.
Yeah, no, but we have to, because I'm like you. I don't know a whole lot. But my husband is just like you said, Nate is all into that. I don't know a whole lot, but I see the shift.
Okay.
And if we don't get on board, we're gonna get left behind. Okay.
Okay.
So I do know that. So Nick, what do you have to add?
I think you guys should open up a digital store.
Okay.
In the metaverse. I think you should do that today.
Okay, so you got details on how to do that?
Yeah, so you can actually...
We need to have a conversation after this conversation.
Yep.
Here, I'll give you a quick thing. You can actually Google this as soon as you get off the phone. You can just Google metaverse space, and you can actually rent space. So if I was you, I would go online right now, even if you have no idea what you're doing. I would just buy some space in the metaverse. Maybe in a month from now, you can use that space to develop your own online store, and then people can buy this product in the metaverse.
So, okay, that sounds. I'm gonna do that today.
Well, I already know you are.
I know in the metaverse.
Yeah, so
there's
look,
a lot of things that.
Look,
and you let me know if I'm correct or not, because a lot of stuff in the metaverse is not. I don't want to say real, but like for instance. There's these NFTs out right now that people are literally selling pictures, but you don't really get the picture, but they're making money selling the digital aspect. You can say you own this. So I just want to make sure in the metaverse they get real products.
Right. So I'll make it simple for you. So let's say a NFT is a non-fungible token, right? So it just means something that can't be traded for currency, for actual money, right? That's all that means. So let's say I draw a picture or I have a video. Let's say Jamie Foxx does a video from home, right? And I happen to have a clip of this video on my phone. I can sell that portion of that clip to any company in the world, and then I can attach benefits with it, right? So let's say for example, Dr. T, you said you were doing workout videos, and through that you were selling your product, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's say you turn these videos into NFTs. And you tell somebody, if you purchase this video, along with these workout videos you also get a discount from our store.
Okay.
So it benefits somebody a reason to purchase whatever the digital art is, because usually comes with some attachment. So NFTs really only work if you have a major company. So if Nike, say, sells a gold swoosh NFT, it's just a picture of a Nike sign.
Okay.
But if you own this, say you get 50% off any new shoe release in the world on Nike.
Oh, that's interesting.
Gotcha.
Right, now it's worth buying it. So for you on the phone, Pam, you can create an NFT, right? And if somebody actually purchases your NFT, they can get a discount on any of your products that you sell, for example.
Gotcha.
So the NFT would actually have value, and it can go up in value because you can add more things to the NFT. If that makes sense.
Okay.
So
yeah, I got more
right,
reading
that
to
makes
do.
a lot of sense.
Right, now for the metaverse, look at the metaverse at like a new country, right? So let's say the world finds a new plot of land somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's nothing developed on this land yet, but we've all seen land get developed before, so we know what's going to happen eventually.
Right.
So that's how you should treat the metaverse. Even if you know nothing about it, just look at it like a new plot of land. So you know eventually something's going to get built over there. There's going to be business over there. So if you have the resources right now, I would just buy a plot of land in the metaverse and not worry so much about how to use it.
Okay.
Okay.
Just look at it like real estate. If you just have a piece of land somewhere, even if you don't build anything on it, in 10 years or in 5 years, somebody can come and say, hey, let me buy this for triple what you paid for it.
So it's like an investment. You're investing.
Exactly.
In yourself. Okay.
Exactly. So it's not going anywhere. It's only going to get bigger. So if you guys are talking about not being on the last end, I would buy I would purchase some kind of property, even if it's a piece of grass.
Okay.
In the metaverse. Right?
Have you made any purchases yet?
Yeah. So there's two.
I know that's right. No, we definitely know that this is the direction of the world. So I appreciate that information because I'm gonna look into it today.
Yeah.
Let me
just
know.
buy a little square for $5 and hold on to it. You know.
Right. Keep the grass. Right.
Yeah. But just think about it like if you think about if you owned even if you own one corner of a lot, right? If you just own a very small section of a lot and Walmart came to buy that corner. You understand? So even if you only paid $100 for that section, Walmart's going to come in and pay you $1 million because they need the lot.
Got it.
Right.
And they need to. So that's the same thing that's going to happen in the metaverse. So it doesn't matter if you don't.
It's kind of like them building that damn stadium where I can't function.
So if you don't want to be involved in it, it's fine. But I would just buy property in it. So that way if somebody comes along that actually knows how to use it, you can lease that out and make money on the back end.
Wow. That's pretty powerful. Scary, but powerful. Do I understand it? No, but powerful. And I know this young brother, he know what he's talking about.
Did you guys play Sims at all?
I didn't, but I know what Sims is. My son played it.
Sims, my daughter plays it every day.
Okay, Sims was the first rendition of the metaverse.
Really? Okay, so I'm familiar with Sims. Right. They did everything.
And you remember the movie Tron back in the day?
I do.
Oh yes, I used to love the game Tron.
Okay, that was based on the metaverse.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's been around for a while.
I watched a movie the other day called Surrogate. Did you see that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was very interesting. My husband put it on for me because I'm not a real big movie person either. But he's like, you don't watch this because he watches movies all the time. And, he was just, a lot of the movies he said, that you watch, you got to pay attention to because they really are showing us what's about to happen in the future.
Yeah. Yeah, that is true. So I guess I'm going to have to read and study and get on board so I don't get left behind. The one thing I talk about and preach about is being ready for change,
Right.
Learning how to adapt.
We have to be. A lot of people don't like change, but change is necessary.
It is necessary, and everything
you have
changes.
to learn how to embrace it.
Yes. Everything changes. Wow. Well, you have been an incredible guest.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time. Yeah, I mean, you're always an incredible speaker. No one would ever think that you used to be so shy and afraid to speak that you would stutter. I'd have to see a video of that. But you are always so gracious and so dynamic. So again, you guys, this is the phenomenal multi-million-dollar earner over at Total Life Changes, Miss Pam McCray. She is actually my coach. That's why I've learned so much and I've learned so well. You got to be careful who you attach yourself to. People might know some things, but you better pay attention to that energy because energy is everything. And everybody, I've known of other people and leaders that'll just bring people in and that's it, just to get the numbers, But if you want to learn and you want to grow, all you have to do is reach out. We're here to help you. Before I let you go, though, I would like for you to explain the 15-day challenge. But before we do that, I do want to say that we do have on the Instagram, and for those of you who are not subscribers, we're letting you see a part of this on our social media pages. However, you can check out so many shows that are live, and we also replay shows. But you got to become a member of Patreon. It's patreon.com/Rollout Digital Live. And I believe if you sign up today, you're going to get the rest of this month free. So please sign up. Remember, Buy Black. This is a black company. This is Mr. Donald Caldwell, or you guys know him as Speedy. This man right here look like he need a piece of cheese behind me. This is his company, and I feel very blessed to be just a small but intricate part of it. So please make sure that you check out our author's book, Greatness Lies Within. You're going to get 10 quick steps that are going to help you to find your purpose, as well as a guide that's going to help you to find your purpose. And you can get that directly on her website at Pam, P-A-M, McCray, MCCRAY.com. And make sure you get it from there so that you can get the free guide on purpose, because finding your purpose is going to help you to not jump through so many loopholes. Trust me. All right? Trust me on that. It just makes life that much more smooth. And then one of the things she said was let go. But I'm going to add let God. Let go and let God. You know, if you let go of you and get out of your own way and begin to let God live inside of you, you're going to flourish. That's just how it is, you know. And life is a process. These butterflies represent process and change, which is what we've been talking about. So, Pam, can you please tell us what the 15-day challenge is and what the rules are and what do people need to do to join?
Absolutely. Well, the 15-day challenge is real simple. Right now, it's not too late. It's never too late. Because if you get started today, it will be your day one, right? But we kick this off on January 1st, and simply we are committing to our health for 15 days. We have a product package called the My Health Matters Kit, and pretty much you're going to get 3 products. Our fruit punch detox tea.
Ooh,
that
delicious.
is going to detox your body, because that's where everything starts. A lot of times we don't realize, but you got to clean that gut out.
Yes.
So you grab that tea, you drink it 30 minutes before a meal. You're going to feel full and you eat less, okay? It's going to also come with our NutriBurst, that liquid vitamin that we talked about earlier, and the NRG. So a 15-day supply for right about $99. And today is the last day in which you can get a free product that's valued at $60, Life Drops.
Oh.
And Life Drops is like a B12 shot, but what I love to say about the Life Drops is it is going to metabolize fat. All right, that's the one fact that I grabbed a hold of, and when I heard it's going to metabolize this fat on my body from these 10 pounds, I've committed to lose 10 pounds during this challenge. And so that kit is $99 plus that free product. And literally, you're now part of a challenge. We have a community over here that you can become a part of. And all you would need to do is get back with, either Dr. Tatanisha or myself. My link is on my page. My Instagram is the same, Pam McCray 1. But either or, get back with Dr. T, join the challenge. And then, if you want that level of accountability, Dr. T, we have within the challenge, we created a challenge of some smaller group accountability, in which people just need to go to rsvp2attend.com and you join our teen challenges. There's a banner on it, and we will put you into an accountability group. We have 3 groups. I am a coach. It's Team Greatness. Nate is a coach, Team No Excuses, and our daughter Brianna is a certified personal trainer and nutritionist, and she is a coach. That's Team Lit. So if you want that level, just go to that website and sign up right there. And if you're referred by Dr. T, just put her name in there, because Dr. T, we got to get you in this challenge on one of these teams, and then they can join you in the teen challenge.
I'm scared of all 3 of y'all. Brianna gonna have my booty looking like steel. Nate gonna have my abs looking like a washboard.
We're having a lot of fun. We really are. You know, it's nothing like getting healthy and having fun at the same time because we had some individual conversations to kick this thing off on Saturday night. And, you know, Nate had jokes, you know, because as we picked the names, because the way that we knew that people were going to favor one over the other. So we said, we're not going to do that. So we're going to just pick the names of the people one by one out of a jar. And so with our team, it was crazy how I ended up with some of the leaders, you know, from our leadership group. And so Nate started calling us Team Cakes and Pies, right?
Okay.
We eat cakes and pies and drink margaritas, right?
Yeah, you love your margaritas, honey.
So it was like, okay, we got you know, so we got a little battle, a little team battle going on because they don't believe that we're about to do what we say we're gonna do, and they continue to call us Team Cakes and Pies. So we're about to show them what we can accomplish in 15 days.
Oh, it's good. Well, hey, you know I'm a believer because, like I said, I dropped those 23 pounds in 15 days. I wish I'm gonna try to find that picture right quick. I don't remember which phone it's on. Forgive me, Instagram, if I go off. I want to try to find it right quick because I want people to know that it sounds crazy, but it's so possible. I know because I did it, you know, and several of us did it, but it took commitment and it took focus. But you can change your body. You can change the way your body look very, very quickly.
Yeah, you really can.
You know, it's just it's amazing. But you gotta drink water. You gotta put the best nutrients in your body, especially if you're going that quickly. And you've got to be consistent in moving your body at least 30 minutes a day. I say 30 minutes a day is the minimum. And you know what, Pam? I always tell people, if you can't do 30 straight minutes, break it up into 3 times 10 minutes each time. You know, whatever you got to do to get it done. You know, get away from the excuses. You know, let's eliminate excuses and the reasons why not. And let's start focusing on the benefits that are going to come because we are doing, you know.
Right.
And to me, that is just like so important.
Most of the time people will make excuses. You know, I was reading something and I'm about to go live in a little bit on my page.
Okay.
Talk about it. Because, you know, I just wanted to know, because I know that typically the top of the year, everybody's excited, right? By the end of the month, everything that people said I'm going to resolute to do has gone out the window.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted, you know, some facts, you know, to kind of talk about this. And what I found was typically by the second Friday in January, most people have already quit on their New Year's resolution.
That's why I don't make them. I don't make them.
Don't let that be you. And by the end of the month, you know, more than 50% has already, you know, and I think numbers are even higher, done with their resolution. Like they just threw it all out the window.
Yeah.
So don't let that be you. You know, allow us, come join us in this challenge and let's achieve these goals. Let this be the last year that you sit back and your health is not on point or you're overweight. It doesn't have to be that way. You don't have to struggle. You don't have to try all these potions and lotions and pills and all of that. Like for real, we got the answer.
Yeah.
And I think facts tell and stories sell. And we got story after story after story.
Yeah, we
People
do.
Who just made a commitment to themselves and created a story and literally are in tears about what these products have been able to do for them.
You know, yeah. Yeah, I mean, who better to commit to than to yourself?
Right.
You can commit to relationships. They come and go. Oh, I just found the picture, Nick. You can commit to, can I send it to the Rollout Digital? Speedy and Friends.
I was looking for your picture, too. I was trying to find it in my phone.
I'm trying, because I really want to show the people. I really do. Darn. It won't even let me do that. Can I text it to you? Look, y'all know I'm slow. I know. We know that I'm adjusting over here. I'm adjusting. I ain't there quite yet, but I'm trying. Y'all give me just one quick second. Don't go nowhere, Pam. Don't go nowhere.
Okay.
Okay, here it comes. And I'm operating off of 2 phones, so ooh. Okay. Can't say Nick's number live. Y'all will be calling him. He's so fine. Okay, let's see. All right, I just sent it to you.
To the email here.
To your phone. But yeah, so I'm looking. He's gonna pull it up, and you guys are gonna see my fat booty and what it did from April 3rd to April 17th, and that was in 2021. So not even a year ago. And you know, I'm very proud to say that I've been able to maintain my weight loss. I've been able to keep that weight off of my body. I'm so proud of that. And, you know, I still continue to work out online. I still continue to try to guide and lead people to healthier living because I really believe in it, you know, and I believe that we are the directors of our ships, you know, when it comes to our health. And it's so very, very important to do. But I'll tell you, the main thing I can say and advise anyone is to be consistent. If you continue to be consistent, you have no choice but to win. You're gonna win. You're gonna win. You're never gonna lose as long as you're consistent. And that's everything. So let's see.
That is, and we cannot be afraid of doing things and trying things.
Right.
You know, because you're absolutely right. When you just get up every day and keep going, you're going to win. You may even feel like you're not. You may feel like you're failing. You may even fail. But I learned that we don't really fail or lose in life. We end up failing forward. It's allowing us to build upon something. So
right.
I had to learn to look at things differently and to find the positive,
right,
or the lessons,
right,
in the things that may not have gone the way that we wanted it to. Like I truly, you know, one of the things, and you know, what Nate is passionate about, and the life that we live is his mantra.
Yeah,
and that's IAO: improvise,
adapt, and overcome. Yep.
And that truly is something that all of us go through and all of us can relate to in life. We have to learn how to improvise when things happen. We have to learn how to adapt. And we have to understand that we are designed to overcome everything.
Absolutely.
You know, so IAO truly is a life and that we live in, what we've been able to create. And, you know, we just got to know that we just got to get up every single day and keep on going.
Yeah.
You know. And you know what, Tatanisha, I want to share this too.
Yes, ma'am.
Because for some reason, I mean, it just led me to IAO. But we created a platform, a community, called IAOlife.com, in which, obviously, I mean, well, to the world, my husband is passionate about golf, and we're into fitness, so we have some stuff to kind of represent the brand, but it's not even about that, but it's a platform for entrepreneurs. So if there are any entrepreneurs or aspiring entrepreneurs that are watching, there's a community that we are beginning to build in which give back because we struggled as that entrepreneur. So we realized that in this season, it's time for us to give more.
Yes.
We launched a project called Project U, in which we talked about the inspiration. I brought the inspiration piece, the physical part. Our daughter brought the physical part, the spiritual aspect, the connection, and the branding. We have our branding guy who really talked about branding yourself in this season. But this is a platform that we're building for entrepreneurs to connect, to be able to create and give their gifts. Eventually and have their own communities within a community. So it's almost going to be like a Facebook outside of a Facebook.
Okay.
As we build this thing, but we also launched the IAO Foundation. So we have our 501c3 in which we are going to be giving back to struggling entrepreneurs.
Excellent. I need to sign up.
You know, people can definitely go out and join the community as we're building it. At IAOlife.com, check it out. And, join the community. So I do want to put that because that's heavy on our heart right now in this season, just to build the community and to give back.
And is that private U spelled Y-O-U or private with the letter U?
No, the website is IAO Life.
LIFE.com. Okay. And all of that is there. Okay. So for anybody that is starting out your business, you know, entrepreneurship has been on the rise since COVID has been on the rise. So has entrepreneurship. They say more for women than men. I don't know if I believe that. But anyway, this is an opportunity for you to get your business out there, to be recognized, and to get some assistance along the way. So again, the website is IAOLife.com. And I'll tell you what it stands for. It is a concept that Nate McCray, this is Pam's husband, came up with. Improvise, adapt, overcome. Life.com. IAOLife.com. Okay, so make sure you guys go there and sign up if you are entrepreneurs. And make sure that you follow them. They're on every social media site.
Right.
Do you have that picture of me?
Entrepreneurs. I want to say that because this is basically a personal development academy. Is what it is. It's personal development redefined, because Nate and I would not be where we are today had we not began to change our mindset. And so this is an academy in which there's going to be, you know, a lot of personal development in there to really help people to realize that, you know, everything starts in your mind. Yeah. And so when you begin to elevate your mind, when you begin to really change the way you think and develop your mind, then that's when things become, you know, possible. Mm-hmm. And because many times the limitations that we end up facing in life is because our mindset hasn't changed.
Yeah.
And
so, we're still putting
we're real passionate on really just giving back and helping people to really discover and to really go down that rabbit hole. You know, that's what Nate has created a whole course on, you know, within it. And it pretty much is going to help a person to, you know, with the coaching, to go down that rabbit hole, because wheels don't just fall off, they start to wobble.
Right.
You got to figure out where they fell off.
Right.
And, you know, and move on from there. So.
Yes. Absolutely. And Nick put the picture up of me that I was telling you guys how I lost that weight in 2 weeks' time. It's not up there no more.
It's not up there anymore. They seen it though.
Oh, okay. But yeah, that is really me. You can see that flab of fat around that middle. And I think I had got down to maybe 173 pounds. I weighed myself this morning, and now I am 161. And I'm going to move this chair out the way.
Congratulations.
Now, this is crazy because I'm wearing white. So I'm going to stand up. No, you know what? I did not pig out over the holidays. I made sure of that. Okay, hold on. Let me take this shawl off that one of my beautiful sisters brought me for Christmas. All right. And I'm going to just show you guys in person what it's looking like. It's looking nice. But I do a lot of squats. And I do a lot of walking, and literally I am at home, or if I'm at a hotel, wherever I am, I'm just walking, and I'm just showing people. This is a big shirt, but yeah, I've lost that weight, and I've kept it off. So in April of last year, I was 173. Today I'm at 161. Simply just walking 3 to 4 times a week. You know, sometimes I bike ride once a week, sometimes twice a week. And then just taking my nutrients, not overdoing it, because every day I don't need everything. But, you know, of course, it's in moderation. But if you are consistent, and I've been very consistent, that's what has made the change in my life, even with the physical part of my body and the appearance of my body, you know, the muscles coming back and that kind of thing. So I'm very proud of my progress. And I'll show you. I love showing my backside.
Girl.
Squats, baby, squats. So, you know, that's what it's about. And Pam, I want to thank you for taking this time. You have given us great time today on this show, My Health Matters, because our health definitely matters. And I know that you take it very seriously. So you guys, please make sure you go to PamMcCray.com. Check out her book. It's only $15, and you're going to get a 10 quick steps guide and a free guide on purpose to help you to begin to tap into your purpose so that you can live your best life, the life that God has intended for each of us to live. So anything else you want to say to the people, Pam? Because I know you got to do your live.
Right, and exercise.
Yes.
No, I just want to say, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to come on here today and
Absolutely.
to the world. It's your turn. Go out and get everything that you absolutely deserve. 2022 is here. Don't squander it. Live life to the fullest, and know that in this season we were created to live, not just to exist.
That's right.
Let's go out and do it. Let's be great, and know that we got what it takes in order to get it done. So blessings to everybody.
Thank you, and blessings to you and Nate and Brianna and Chris and Zaria and Jaden and Maximus and Paris. All of y'all.
Blessings to all of y'all.
Well, thank you,
Right.
and I'm going to have you back
Love
as a
you.
guest again. Definitely.
Definitely. All right.
Okay, thank
so
you.
much, Nick. Appreciate you.
Thank you, Pam. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, absolutely.
Thank
All right,
you.
bye-bye.
So that was my special guest, the dynamic, the incomparable. I mean, when you talk about top-notch, high-quality class of people, it doesn't get any better than the McCray. So thank you, Pam, so much. Thank you, Nate, for allowing her to take that extra time with me. But seriously, educating the world and showing others that, things that you don't even know are possible are indeed possible. All things are possible through God who strengthens us, who is our creator. So there's nothing you can't do. And don't let people tell you what you cannot do. If I listened to people who told me what I could not do, I wouldn't be doing anything. So you got to make sure that you align yourself with like-minded people who have similar goals as yourself, all right? And don't be blinded or tricked or bamboozled. Now, we still know that we are in the season of Christmas and New Year and the holiday, and Valentine's Day is coming up. But if you know you're with a witch, you're with a witch. And if they're being nice because they want money and gifts or just trying to be nice to keep you around, don't go for that. Don't fall for that, because what's going to happen, they're going to return back to their true selves, and it's going to create you stress, and that stress is going to kill you faster than anything. So if you desire living, if you desire spending time with your children, your grandchildren, great-grands if you have those, if you're so blessed to have those, then take your health seriously, all parts of it. Anything you want to say, Nick?
I would say that if anybody's sitting at home right now not doing shit, I would say hit up Pam.
Yes. Yes.
That's
Yes.
what I would say.
Yep.
Get to work, man.
Get to work. And Nick gave us some knowledge on this metaverse, universe, whatever. I'm learning. I'm willing to learn. Now my eyes are open.
Don't concern yourself with learning. A lot of these things, they make overly complicated so people don't get into them.
Got you.
That's a good way to just slim things out, So I would tell people, don't worry about understanding it.
Okay.
Right? I would just say, if you have a little change set to the side, just buy a little plot of land. If nothing happens, who cares?
I could do $5 for a piece of grass.
Treat it like a lotto ticket, man. If nothing happens, you don't lose.
Right.
But if it does happen for you, you might win.
You might win.
So.
I think about the guest I had on last week, Dr. Carl Mack. Dr. Carl Mack had invested a few $100,000 into Facebook and walked away with $6 million when Facebook first started. Mm-hmm. So, I think about situations like this as opportunities that could lead to situations like that, So, yeah, it's worth it to take a chance and take a risk, because we know that the world is ever changing. We know that nothing stays the same. God didn't orchestrate it for things to remain the same. So change is inevitable, meaning that change is going to happen, whether you like it or whether you don't like it. And if we begin to embrace it, then we're able to deal a bit better. Great show today, Nick. What? Oh, okay.
No, this is a really good show. So listen, if you guys are interested in, well, you can tell them if they want to be a guest. We're gonna have the Skype set up. So this was a great interview.
Thank
so
you.
hopefully we can get some more people to call in and do some more interviews like this. It's very educational. Shout out to Miss Pam McCray and Nate.
Yes.
For the motivation, we appreciate you, and all the wisdom too.
When you talk about a team, a husband-wife team, oh my God.
She sound like they enjoy each other, so that's always
they
good
do.
to hear.
They do. And they've been through the trenches together. Can you imagine being married, your husband making 6 figures, and then all of a sudden let go from his job, and you have nothing coming in?
I done been winning before I started losing, so I know how it feels.
Yeah, it's not a fun place to be. And just think, she was selling those individual packs of teas for just $20, and in 11 months she made $250,000 because of that consistency and determination, determined not to be po. You know, she made up her mind. She made a decision. She got mad. Mad is make a decision. Get mad. Make a decision to do something more than what you're doing today. You know, if you want to join TLC, reach out to me. I'm going to help you get started. Very simple. It's $49. You get a whole business kit that gives you all the information. You're able to share the information with your friends and your family, right? And guess what? You never have to touch a product because they offer drop shipping. But it gives you 7 possible streams of income. And you guys heard me say earlier that Mr. Warren Buffett teaches that many multiple millionaires have at least, that means minimally, 7 streams of income coming in. In TLC, it gives you 7, right? And of course, they're at the 7. I was at like 5. I'm at 5. But it's great, and it's been great. And it's money that you have access to within 24 hours, and it's totally based on what you do. You get a commission. It's a nice. Sell a bag of tea, you're gonna get $20. Sell a NutriBurst, you're gonna get $20. It's that simple. And that's it. You join, $49, buy your first product, maybe another $49. You got a whole business for under $100, for $98. And that's just the truth of it. So if you're interested, reach out. You can find me, of course, Instagram, Dr. Tati 923. Of course, on Facebook. Hey, you guys, thank you so much for joining me today at Tatanisha Timms. Or you can send me a text message to 310-272-0382. Again, 310-272-0382. I will help you to get started. So if you're, I know they're talking about these other rounds of stimulus checks, but let me tell y'all, that's just going to run out. Okay, I don't get no stimulus check. And let me tell you, for those of you who have been able to get them, don't rely on them. Let this be your season that you begin to take something that's given to you and make it flourish, make it grow, start a business. TLC is an independent business. You are an IBO, an independent business owner, minute one. You never have to touch a product if you don't want to, but if you're smart, you keep some on hand, because if somebody wants it, hey, supply on hand creates income on demand. All right. And that's it. Very simple, very easy. If you need a job, you can have one today. All right. So just reach out. Now, we are getting ready to conclude our show for today. Next week, I would love for you guys to join me. We're going to have the future mayor of Inglewood here in the building, Miss Shay Dixon. All right, Miss Fredisha Dixon, we call her Shay. She will be here joining us. She's going to be my special guest next Monday. And so you guys, I want you to call in, especially if you are going to be a constituent of hers, meaning that you live in that Inglewood area and your vote is going to count. Get your questions together. Call in. Let's ask her, why should she be the next mayor of Inglewood? What is it that she brings? What is she going to do different than Mayor Butts? Probably a whole lot, right? How is she helping the mental health community? How is she helping people that are living on the streets? Now, one thing I can tell you in Inglewood, I haven't seen a whole lot of campers, Nick. I really haven't.
No.
How is she going to keep people from camping out and living on the corners? You know, they used to have a mess at one of the Vons on Manchester and Hillcrest. Oh, my God. People would go to the Vons and get robbed. You know, how are we going to make sure that that behavior continues to be curtailed and subsided? So those are the things that you guys are going to be able to ask questions. It is important to ask questions. Why should I elect you? Why should I give you my vote? What are you going to do for me and the people in my community? Now, although I live in Inglewood now, I'm in the process of moving. But that doesn't mean I can't help the sister campaign. but I got to hear what it is she's bringing. Because y'all know me, I'm only going to stand behind if it's right. Right? Correct. All right. Okay. So now we're going to get ready to do our deep breathing. If you are able, I'm going to invite you to stand to your feet. All right? Stand to your feet, your lovely feet, if you can. And let me go back on Instagram on this other phone because my battery was dying. It might be dying on both phones. I talk so much. But I'm a businesswoman. I'm an entrepreneur, so it's kind of what I do. So, all right. So we're going to engage in deep breathing. And for those of you, if this is your first time joining us, it's very simple. We're going to inhale God's greatness through our nostrils. We're going to hold that air. And because I won't be talking, I'm going to demonstrate with my hands where the air is physically in my body. But when it gets here, it's up to me to control it and to take control of it. All right. And by doing that, what am I controlling? I'm thinking more about what I'm going to allow in this sexy body, in this sexy temple that God gave me. What am I going to allow? Only the good things. So I'm going to inhale essential oils. I have frankincense over here burning. You guys can't see it, but it's over here on this table, and it's burning. It's cleansing the air. Frankincense was one of the gifts given to who? To Mary and Joseph when Jesus was born. Doesn't get better than that. All right. But it is a 100% essential oil, and I believe that one is from Africa. All right. So if you guys need oils, just contact me. Very simple. If you want the essential candle that Jordan does, Nick's wife, buy black. All right. We got it too. All right. So now remember, we're going to inhale, hold the air. And when I do this, that's your cue to begin to let that air come up, and you're going to expel it through your mouth. Breathe out hard. All right. Don't breathe on nobody just in case you're carrying COVID and don't know. All right. So let's just do a few of them. It's going to help to get us centered. If you're home and you want to, you can put your feet on the ground. It's a process in Native American culture called grounding. It helps you to get more connected to the earth. The electromagnetic fields that are naturally in the earth is going to help you to get more grounded and more centered. All right. So let's go ahead and do our first breathing. Inhale through the nose strongly. All right. The next time you do it, you should feel a little pressure come off your body. Let's do it again. Okay. One more time. Oh yeah, shoulders more relaxed, back a little bit more relaxed, feeling great. All right, hopefully you're feeling great too. And before we end the show, we always give a positive affirmation. An affirmation is a statement of something that you are going to do. It's something that you're going to put forth an effort to do. We're giving it to the universe, all right? And we know that what we give to the universe gives back, all right? So, Nick, you want to give a positive affirmation?
More money.
More money?
More money.
Okay. More money. Nothing wrong with that.
More money.
And my affirmation, it doesn't really change too much. I might say it a little differently, but every day is a day that I try and thrive to be a better version of myself than I was even yesterday, even 10 minutes ago. All right. And it is something that gives me room to try to be better, to be stronger, to think wiser, to implement more ideas, and to not be afraid to step out of things that are familiar. Would you say that, Nick? We're so accustomed to just saying things, and you brought this to my attention, I think last week or the week before, We're so used to saying things that it becomes our reality, even though it's not really our reality. We were just taught it. So now this is the adult part in not being afraid to step outside of that box that you're in and step into your greatness, because you are great. Like me, I'm great. Nick's great. We're all great around here, but you are great too. And if you don't believe it, or if you don't feel that, or if you can't receive that, get closer to God. Pray and expect things to happen and to change. All right? So thank you so much for joining me today. Again, my name is Dr. Tatanisha Timms, clinical psychologist, or Dr. T, affectionately known. And please reach out. Any questions you have, I'm happy to help you. And I will see you all next week. If you guys have show ideas or themes or topics that you would like to have discussed, please send me a message either on Facebook, Instagram, through YouTube, or to rolloutdigitallive.com. You can do that. Our engineer will get them and we will address your concerns. All right? Peace and blessings. Thank you all. I love you. Go forward in love. Go forward with God and watch your world open up.